Hi students, today we are discussing about the pressure and Pascal's law for short term in the lesson mechanical properties of fluids. Let us first know about the pressure in a fluid. What is pressure? Pressure is defined as the magnitude of normal force per unit area. What is pressure? Normal force per unit area. Pressure is generally represented by limit delta A tends to 0, delta F by delta A is equal to dF by D. Okay. For smaller regions, the pressure acting is dF by dA. dA is the smaller surface area. Okay. Now, in general formula, pressure is equal to force per A. A is called area. Okay. Pressure. Pressure is a vector or a scalar. Pressure is a scalar. Why scalar? Because it is always acting normal to the surface area. Okay, no other direction, always normal. For example, if you take any body, any arbitrary shaped body, now at this point, what is the pressure if you want? Make a normal here, then it is the pressure acting at that point. If suppose here you want, it is a tangent perpendicular to it is called pressure. If you want here, then this is pressure. If you want here, this is the pressure. So pressure always acting normal to the surface area. Okay, unidirectional, anywhere it has only one direction, it is always normal to the surface area. That's why pressure is called as a scalar. And units of pressure are force units Newton per meter square. Otherwise, SI units are called as pascals. And we know pressure is also measured sometimes in terms of atmospheric pressures. So 1 atm is equal to 1.013 into 10 power 5 pascals. Sometimes they said in terms of bar. 1 bar is equal to 10 power 5 pascals and 1 tar is equal to 1 mm of Hg. Okay, these are about the pressure. So generally pressure indicates normal force per unit area. Now Pascal's law. Okay, Pascal's law says pressure is same at all points in same level when fluid is at rest. Okay, what Pascal's law says? Pressure is same at all points in the same level when the fluid is at rest. Clear? Let us see. I am considering certain fluid in a vessel. Okay? And here I am considering a small surface area like this, and like this. Okay? All are at the same height of H. I am asking what is the pressure acting here? What is the pressure acting here? What is the pressure acting here? The pressure is same at all points in the same level. So here the pressure P acting downward direction, here the pressure acting in this direction, here the pressure acting in this direction, whatever may be, the pressure is always remains same. The shape of area is whatever may be in the what shape, its pressure is always remains same along the line. Okay, when all points in the same level. Understand? For example, let us take another one. Within the fluid, I am considering one cylinder, horizontal cylinder like this. On this surface area, pressure is P. On this surface area, pressure also P here. Here what is the pressure acting? Here also the same pressure acting because both are at the same level within the fluid. So imagine one fluid here. In the fluid, the pressure is always same at all points in a same level. You understand? Let us take one more example related to the Pascal's law. I am considering different vessels are in different shape. Okay, on the same horizontal surface, I fill it with some fluid which is at the same height h. Okay, I take different vessels now. So, what is the pressure at the base of each vessel? At the base of each vessel, the pressure, for suppose this is A and this is B and this is C, PA is equal to PB is equal to PC. Because all are at the same height h. Okay. The level of liquid is always same at all vessels. That's why the pressure is PA is equal to PB is equal to PC. But different vessels carrying different amounts of the weight of the liquid, even though the pressure always remains same. Clear? One of the best application of Pascal's law was hydraulic lift. Hydraulic lift and hydraulic brakes are the best applications of the Pascal's law. During hydraulic lift, we are using generally in the auto garages. Here there is heavy body is there, like car you may place here, and its side a small piston will be there, whose area of cross section is A1 and this area of cross section is A2, and here certain fluid will be there, not water, it's some fluid is be there. Now if you given certain force here, then both are at the same point means pressure is also same at everywhere when are in the same level. So here also there is some force acting in order to maintain the same pressure. Let this force is equal to F2. According to the Pascal's law, F1 by A1 is equal to F2 by A2 na, because force formula is pressure formula is force per area. So F1 by A1 is equal to F2 by A2. So what is the value of F2 here? F2 is equal to F1 into A2 by A1. F2 is equal to F1 into A2 by A1. So with this force here acting, and this will be lift the car. So it is one of the application of the Pascal's law. Okay. Now variation of pressure with height. Variation of pressure with height. Okay, for this, in a vessel, I am considering a small infinitesimal cylinder. Okay, I just magnifying that one, but it is very small. Okay, now let the height of the cylinder is taken as some h, and 2 points we may consider here. One is here and another one is here. Let it will be some a and this will be at some b. Okay, whenever any body which is inside the fluid, it experiences the force. So here normal force acting in this direction, that is F1 or FA you take, and here also normal force acting FB. Okay, now on the sides if you take one point here and one point here, then in this direction force acting, in this direction also force acting, but according to the Pascal's law, the pressure is always same at same level. So both are at the same level, so the pressure acting at this point is equal to the pressure acting at this point, and both are equal in opposite direction. So the force, net force becomes is equal to 0 along this line. So along this curved face, we didn't got any net pressure or net force. Okay, now here FA acting downward, here FB acting downward. So net force is now equal to the FB minus FA. According to the formula, this cylinder consisting of some liquid now, it has some weight or not? That weight should be equal to the mg. Okay, force formula, pressure into A, that's why PB into this area A minus FA into this surface area A. For suppose the surface area is very small, then you take as delta S. A or delta S both are same meaning. Now mass can be written as density into volume na. Volume of cylinder can be written as surface area into length or not. Here length is nothing but h. That's why into h into g. Dense mass formula, density into volume. Now from this PB minus PA into delta S is equal to rho G H into delta S. Delta S cancel. So the pressure difference PB minus PA is equal to rho G H. Otherwise, the pressure at B is equal to PA plus rho G H. So with height, the pressure is always varies. Depth or height, pressure is always varies. So what is the formula for pressure at point B? Pressure at point B is pressure at point A plus this height take as H, then PA plus rho GH. Here rho is the density of the liquid. Understand? Now this small cylinder is imagined at the surface. Same cylinder is imagined at the surface. Then on the surface it is always experiences the atmospheric pressure na. So PA value becomes equal to here atmospheric pressure P naught. Next, that point B now here only na. Whenever the point B at a depth h, then the value of the PB becomes, what is the formula for PB? PA plus rho GH. So PA nothing but P naught plus rho GH. So if you imagine this cylinder on the surface, then the value of the pressure at B is equal to P naught plus rho GH. So pressure generally depends on the three parameters. One is density, another one is acceleration due to gravity, and another one is the height or depth from the free surface of the liquid. Clear? Now down, let us see this diagram. Can you say what is the pressure acting at the base of the cylinder? Pressure at base of vessel. Try. The formula for pressure at the base of the vessel means here. At here I want. So what is the answer? P is equal to, first of all, on the surface, any time atmospheric pressure is acting. So P naught plus. Here you want now. Here you want means it is at certain depth h or not. So rho g h. Clear? But instead of this one, there is one body also present. Pressure formula is force per area na. This body has certain weight or not? The weight of the body is taken as mg na. Force per area means mg by a na. So what is the pressure acting at the base of the vessel? P naught plus rho gh plus due to this block mg by a. Force per area mg by a. Clear? Understand now? Let us see. I am considering one system in which one cylinder with some piston. We are asking two questions. One is what is the pressure of the liquid just below the piston? So there is some liquid here. Okay, what is the pressure acting on the liquid just below the piston asking? Can you say what is the formula? Right? P is equal to, first of all, at this place, always we have the atmospheric pressure now. So atmospheric pressure value P naught plus this piston has certain mass m and area of cross section which is interact with the liquid surface is A. So the formula for the pressure is force per area na. Force is nothing but its weight by area. P naught plus mg by A. What is the pressure at the bottom of the cylinder? Here they are asking. Here they are asking means again P is equal to P naught plus due to this piston mg by A plus due to this depth there is some fluid is always there, automatically there is pressure acting on the surface of the cylinder due to this liquid is rho g h. So what is the pressure at the bottom of the cylinder? P is equal to P naught plus mg by A plus rho g h. Understand now? Please properly check because the questions asking related to the Pascal's law. Okay, different applications. We discussed different application related to this. Check it once. Let us see one more application related to the Pascal's law. In recent NEET examinations, the questions are came related to this. Okay, let us see this diagram. Here they consider one U-shaped tube. On that, they put some mercury here. Mercury density they given as 13.6 gram per cc, and one side they took the CCl4 liquid and whose density is 1.6 gram per cc. Okay, and it is taken up to the height of 30 centimeter, and they asking what is the height of water at this left limb. If they ask h height of the water, how can you get the answer for the h? These type of questions regularly asking in the competitive examinations. For that, do one thing. Just imagine one straight parallel line. According to the Pascal's law, what we learn? Pascal's law says pressure is the same at all points in a fluid when they are at the same level. Same level na. So what is the pressure acting here? The pressure is also acting at this position is same when the fluid is at rest. So the fluid is rest. So for equilibrium or at equilibrium, what we got? Pressure at point A should be equal to the pressure at point B. So PA should be equal to the PB. On both sides is open. Open means atmospheric pressure acting now. So what is atmospheric pressure value? P naught plus we have certain height up to here. Up to here we are filled with the water. So density of water G H plus, yes, I am not require the pressure at this point. I want the pressure at point A. That means here some liquid also there now. Which liquid? This is entirely mercury now. So take the height of the mercury here. How much of this height? Because this is the 30 centimeter. Then this is also 30 centimeter now. Out of this is H is over. So what is this height? This height becomes 30 minus H. Okay, so which liquid this was? Mercury. That's why density of mercury G into height 30 minus H is equal to this side pressure at B. So again here also atmospheric pressure acting because it is open end. And up to this point we have only CCl4 now. So what is the height of this one? Density of CCl4 G into height is 30 centimeter. So P naught will be taken this side. Then P naught and P naught are cancelled. And G here, from this G is common. Then what we have? Density of water H plus density of mercury 30 minus H is equal to density of CCl4 into 30. Here G and here also we common the G. So the G and G are cancelled. Okay, density of water they given na 1 gram per cc into H to be determined. Density of mercury 13.6 into 30 minus H is equal to density of the CCl4 1.6 into 30. Every data you know except the H. You calculate, then you got the value of the H. Okay, that H value is 28.6 centimeter coming. After calculation, you may try. Method understand. Okay, so what is the method here? Pascal's law is very easy. Any point, anywhere you can apply. Just one thing remember, fluid must be at rest and along the same level the pressure is same at all points. So I consider here one point. At this point the pressure is always remains same. So at point A some water is present, mercury is present. That's why atmospheric pressure plus density of water into G into height of that liquid. Here water I take, that's why H plus rho m into G into this height is 30 minus H. Understand now? Next. Now we consider when fluid is in motion. Until now we discuss about fluid at rest. Now we may discuss about fluid in motion. So let us take one example. I considered in a vessel there is one cylinder whose length is L and I filled this vessel with some liquid. Okay, now this vessel is accelerated with a value of a naught. So you just accelerated it. If this vessel moving in this direction, we know the level of liquid in this direction is fall down and in this direction will be rises. That indicates if you accelerate, the diagram will be becomes like this. Fluid will be coming in this way. Okay, because you are accelerating in this direction. Okay, now again on this cylinder, what is the pressure acting? Okay, let us see. This is also filled in liquid. For clarity, I may consider this cylinder only at outside, whose length is L, and on the surface area I take it as delta S. Here also the surface area is taken as delta S. Now at this place the force acting in this direction, let it will be F1 or Fa, your wish, and at this point the force acting is Fb, but this is moving with some acceleration A naught. If this moving in this direction means net force is always this one is more compared with this one. So what is the net force? Fa minus Fb is equal to, according to the Newton's second law, ma naught. Force formula: pressure into surface area, pressure into surface area is equal to mass. Mass can be written as density into volume. Volume of the cylinder nothing but surface area into length into A naught. From this delta S common, then we have PA minus PB is equal to, here delta S cancel now. You have formula rho L A naught. So what is the formula for PA minus PB? A minus B, because you are moving in this direction means here the pressure is more compared with this here. So PA minus PB value is how much? Rho L A naught. So if it is not accelerated, it is at rest. If it is at rest, A naught is 0. Whenever A naught is 0, PA minus PB is equal to 0. Then PA is equal to PB now. Yes, at the same level, pressure is always same if the fluid is at rest. So if the fluid is at rest, PA is equal to PB. If the fluid is in motion, PA minus PB is equal to rho L A naught. Clear? Check once. Now, let us see. This formula will be a little bit extended. For suppose, from here to here, the height is taken as h2, and here to here, the height is taken as h1. Then, the formula for the PA is rho g h1 minus rho g h2 is equal to rho L into A naught. From this, rho g is common now. H1 minus H2 is equal to rho L A naught. Rho are cancelled. H1 minus H2 by L is equal to A naught by G. What is H1 minus H2? H1, this is H2 and this is H1 now. Which one is more? H2 is more. Sorry. So H is H2, this is H1 means H2 minus H1 is only this portion now. If it is taking an angle theta, then H2 minus H1 by L nothing but tan theta. So if they are given angle, please use this relation. Okay? These 2 points are very important related to when the fluid is in motion. Please copy those 2 formulas. PA minus PB is equal to rho L A naught. L is the length of the cylinder. A naught is the horizontal acceleration. Okay. Let us try to solve this example. They took one U-shaped shoe. Here some liquid will be there. Whenever it is accelerated, here the liquid height will becomes b, and this side height is 3b, and length of this horizontal tube is 4b. Can you find what is the value of A naught? How? Yes, we have the formula for A naught. So what is the formula of A naught? H2 minus H1 by L. H2 means this height, H1 is this height. H2 minus H1, 3b minus b. 3b minus b means 2b by L, length. What is the length? 4b is equal to A naught by G. Means 2b by 4b is equal to A naught by G now. So A naught value is how much? BB cancel 1s or 2s are G by 2. Simple way of solving the numericals. The questions are different. Understand? Clear? Let us see one more example. Let us see one more example here. The minimum horizontal acceleration of container so that pressure at point A of container becomes atmospheric case. Was asking answer of A naught. How much of A naught is required? They given this length is 3 meter, this length is 2 meter. Okay, try the answer. Got? Good. Let us see what happens here. Yes, read the question carefully. The first of all, in this question, they particularly mentioned the pressure at A is atmospheric pressure. So at this point, there is some fluid is there, huh? So pressure is P naught plus rho GH. But he said pressure at A is atmospheric. That means the diagram was changes like this. The entire liquid, when you are moving in this direction, we said this liquid will be move in this way now. So here the liquid will become in this manner. Then only at this point pressure is always atmosphere. So this side 2 meter height is there. Whenever this liquid, entire liquid move in this direction, this height now becomes into 2 plus this height 2. Total 4 meter. And this side is 3 meter. Okay, now the liquid will be moving in this way because of horizontal acceleration. So what is the formula? H2 minus H1. This is H2, 4, and here 0. 4 minus 0 by L. L indicates the length, 3 is equal to A naught by G. So what is the value of A naught? A naught is equal to 4 by 3G. Okay, don't write A is equal to 2 by 3 into G. Okay, understand? Whenever it is moving in horizontal direction, liquid is not like this. It must be move in this way. Clear? Understand? Note it, and we'll try next example. Another question. Here they took one tube in this way, and this side, due to the horizontal acceleration, height is 8 centimeter, and in this direction height is 12 centimeter. Found the value of the A naught. How can you get the answer? Simple. Use a small logic. You got the answer. How? Yes, sir. Here H2 is 12, H1 is 8. So H2 minus H1, nothing but 12 minus 8. I know 4 centimeter. And A naught, they are asking. G value we know it is 9.8 or 10. What happened to the L? L. If you know the L means this length na. If you know this length, automatically our question is over. So what is the answer for that one? For that they give an angle na. What is the meaning of tan 45? Tan 45 means opposite. Tan means opposite by adjacent na. Tan 45 value 1 na. So how much of opposite here? That is also same as adjacent. So this length is now becomes into 8 centimeter, and this length is becomes, because it is tan 45, if it is 12, this is also 12 centimeter na. So what is the total length of this liquid? Is 12 plus 8, total 20 centimeter na. So what is the length? 20 centimeter. So what is the formula now? H2 minus H1 by 20 is equal to A naught by G. 1s are 5s are. So A naught value G by 5. So any question they are asking in the examinations, please utilize this method. Okay. Finally, the last example, verify. Let us see, this type of questions are also asked in the competitive examinations. So he was asking what is pressure at A, pressure at B, pressure at C, pressure at D, and pressure at E. 5 points. Okay, let us see. This vessel is entirely closed now. Due to this, the pressure at A should be equal to the 0. If it is open at this place, then here entirely liquid is there always. So here atmosphere pressure acting, then PA becomes equal to the P naught, atmosphere pressure. But it is closed now. Due to the close, at this edge, only at edge I am explaining, this is A. Okay, at this edge, PA becomes equal to 0. Now, during horizontal motion, we are discussing about the PB. So what is the formula for pressure difference? PB minus PA is equal to, now only we got rho L A naught now. Rho liquid, L this length L only into A naught. So what is the value of PB? PA value is 0 na. That's why PB value is equal to the rho L A naught. Now, what about the value of the pressure at D? Yes, the entire consisting of some liquid. Then at this place, atmosphere pressure acting, and at this place, D you want na. So PD minus PA is equal to rho GH. Vertical direction rho GH. Horizontal direction rho LA naught. Okay, so what is the value of PA? PA is 0. That's why the value of PD becomes rho GH. Now let us see at C. PD I know, PC I want. So PC minus PD is equal to, both are along horizontal direction, rho L A naught, because length is taken as L. PC is equal to, minus PD will be taken that side. So PD plus rho L A naught. PD nothing but rho GH plus rho L A naught. Don't confuse, try to understand. Vertical direction rho GH, horizontal direction rho L A naught. Okay, now see about what is the pressure at point E. So for that, just imagine one point F. It is at certain depth. So what is the value of pressure at this place? Pressure at this place, PA plus rho G. What is the height? Y now. PA value 0. So rho GY. Now I got the value of PF. PA minus PF. PE minus PF. Both points along horizontal direction. Rho horizontal distance x A naught. PF value rho GY is equal to rho x A naught. So PE value becomes rho GY plus rho A naught x. Try to understand properly. Here this point is exactly at corner, For understanding purpose only draw here. Okay, this is a closed vessel containing the liquid. Entirely liquid is always there. Okay, the pressure at point is 0. If you want pressure at point B, both are in horizontal direction, the pressure difference is always equal to the rho L A naught. From that PB I got. Okay, and next, third one, PD. This is vertical distance. Vertical distance always independent on the horizontal acceleration. Rho GH only. So PD minus PI is equal to rho GH. PD is equal to rho GH. I know the PD. If you want PC, then PC minus PD is equal to rho LA naught. From that PCI value got. Sir, if I know the B now, can I got PC minus PB is equal to rho GH? Both answers are same. Check it. Next, if you want at E, imagine one point at E, but F, at F, PF minus PA is equal to rho GY. PA value 0, that's why PF value rho GY. PA minus PF, horizontal direction, rho L A naught. Here length is nothing but X, that's why rho X A naught. Clear now? So clear information about the Pascal's law is pressure is same at all points when they are in same level if the fluid at rest. If the fluid is in motion along the horizontal direction, then along horizontal direction, if it is moves, then rho pressure difference is equal to rho L A naught. And the pressure is always depending on three factors. One is rho, density of the liquid, G, acceleration due to gravity, H, depth from the free surface. Clear? Note down. And this is about pressure and Pascal's law. Okay? Thank you.